Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map, and I wanted to record a video about rose alchemy. I'm actually going to put this amazing new Valley skull that came to me from Eva Manus. It's Sujilite and I love her, so I keep getting in tune with her energy and see how we resonate. And for the last 3 days, I think I've been wearing her, so it's quite amazing what stuff comes up also. So the Rose Alchemy deck is created by Sandy Hamby. And Sandy, it's beautiful lady. I'm hoping I'm going to get her, for an interview, so that you can also meet her in person. But you can see a lot of her energy and how she is on her YouTube channel. She's got a YouTube channel which I'm going to link below. I also going to put a link to her website, which is full packed with different information, courses, this beautiful oracle that you can purchase, and just a lot of interesting information. So I think whoever is feels drawn to roses, so will definitely enjoy what she offers. So I found out about Sandy through Melanie, Lady Alchemilla, on Instagram. I'm going to link Melanie's website as well below. You can check her work. She does a lot of work with Sacred Feminine, and I'm very grateful to, count Melanie as one of my close friends right now, and that we walking together, and all this rose fascination really is a continuation of this journey that Hetien from the French Madonna has started with Walking with Mary, which we did with a lot of Instagram tribe and tarot tribe in the beginning of the year. But also when I go backwards, it started for me personally with Venus transits, and I only reached back to the recent Venus retrograde phase, which I posted on Instagram as a challenge for everybody who wanted to join in. But I just remembered that I even used to make a Venus transit essence when Venus was, going around across the sun. It was, I think, 2012 maybe. It was the end of the Venus transit, which started 2010. And when I talked to Eva Manus, who was making the skulls, I listened to Sandy talk about her journey. A lot of people started doing something creative, like had an upload around 2010. I personally started doing my wands in 2010. I was talking with Ivo, he started making skulls in 2010. Sandy got the downloads about the rose in 2010. So I'm curious if you have anything to add, if you started shifting around 2010, please let me know, because that seems to be like an important date for quite a few of us anyway. So as you can see, I'm like, if you follow me on Instagram, you will know, like, I'm fascinated with roses right now. So when Melanie showed me that she's actually studying with Sandy, and she had pulled a card for me, when we talked on Skype, she pulled for me this Rose Liver 4, and I had it on my phone since. And then when I connected with Sandy has sent me this oracle for a review to show you guys, but I also signed up straight away for her classes, and I purchased these online courses that she offers. They're on sale right now. They're like £95, so not too bad, and you get video lessons and PDF as well. A lot of PDF files actually repeat what's in the book, but not all of them. I haven't done a lot of the classes yet, but the beginning PDF files are exactly what's in the book. So I think the Oracle deck is definitely something. If you love roses, it's something to go for, just because yesterday I had an amazing, I'm going to digress, but I have to. I was working and listening to these classes on the Master Roses. I tell you in a sec what they are, but this is the kind of sacred masculine, sacred feminine, and the energy which gets born when you unify and connect the sacred masculine and feminine. So this is the golden flame energy. And I was lying in bed listening to Sandy's classes, and I took my pendulum, and I was like lying and just putting it on my heart chakra and seeing how it floats. So it floated, like, let's say, I can't remember now exactly, but I think it floated like a no. But then when I started putting the cards on, like face down or face up, it didn't matter. And it was changing how the pendulum was moving on my heart chakra. So then I started putting the pendulum, on top of the cards and seeing how it floats. So on the sacred feminine, it was circling actually anti-clockwise. On the sacred masculine, it was circling clockwise. And on the Master Rose 3, which is the golden flame, it was actually switching the direction. So first it started one way, then it went another way, and then it went again this way. So it was amazing. So when I was putting it on my heart chakra, they were changing the way and the pendulum goes. It wasn't going circular mode, but it was going either like a yes, so vertical or horizontal. And I think it was maybe the plus, minus, plus. It was just changing this. And when I put the Master Rose 3 on my heart chakra, it again was shifting from horizontal to vertical, from horizontal. And I was like, oh my God, I fucking love it. It works. So I had a bit of a wow. And then I had a dream for I was working on this betrayal wound with one of the rose cards, and I woke up, I dreamt that my husband betrayed me, and I was crying in the morning. It was so vivid, and I felt this pain. We all went through betrayal, so obviously I know how it feels when you get betrayed. But when I look past the very personal aspect, I know that I'm working on the sacred masculine that betrayed my sacred feminine, and it was like this accumulation of this betrayal that I also have done in my life. And the call for forgiveness, because I pulled this Rose Angel card 3 for the full moon, and it is a card of forgiveness. And really, anyway, I don't know if you guys getting what I'm telling you, but it's full on. So I really want to do this review now. So the deck arrives in this beautiful box. Oops. So I got some information from Sandy. You get like a little, letter that she prints out with thank you. And it's all this information about her classes and her website. She's really well prepared. She's done great, and a little business card with this gorgeous box of sacred geometry. So now I'm also going into the sacred geometry of flowers, and it's just such a vast and interesting subject. So the box, steady, beautiful 45 Rose Alchemy Oracle cards, 120-page full color guidebook. If you go for the online classes, Sandy is a great teacher. She really has this beautiful way of going into the information. It's very feminine, so which I enjoy. So that's I really enjoyed. And then you get this beautiful 100 pages book with, colorful illustrations. So basically, this is not like an oracle deck for divination. It's a healing oracle deck. I mean, you can pull a rose, a random pull every morning or every day, but I think for me it's like every day it's too fast. It's a little bit like working with Weaver's oracle, like it's too fast. Like if you work on it energetically actually, and you want to connect to this energy, doing a rose a day sometimes feels too fast, depending probably on if you have any hang-ups, what you want to heal, and how deep you want to go with it. So it's all up to you. So this is beautiful Sandy, and this is the Rose Oracle for the heart. So in the book, the whole deck, the cards most importantly. So the cards have these beautiful backs. They actually very thick, they thick cards. They still they flexible enough, but I wouldn't riffle shuffle them just because they are beautifully gilded, they golden golden gilding. They have golden gilding, and the whole deck is separated in 5 sections. It's a 5-pointed star, so you get 11 roses that came forth for Sandy first. So all the cards are basically pictures of the roses, and Sandy has photographed them in Alhambra, a lot of them. That's how the first 11 came through, and then she also photographed roses, just along the way. From England, she has different roses photographed. So they go from rose 1 to rose 11, and these are the first roses that got born, and that kind of came forth for Sandy to work with those. And you can put those roses on the body as a kind of empowering grid. So they help to clear the energy and also to align your energy to, the highest potential. And they make a way for all the other roses to come forth. So that's the first, that's Rose Bagua, that's not this. So that's the first 11 roses you get to put on your body. They are connected to various chakras. And there are, roses that go, 2 roses go for the solar plexus and the heart chakra. It's very interesting. It's the whole subject of energy healing and healing with beauty. When you look at flowers, they're just so wonderful. And I guess, I'm just in this, motive or moment when that just makes perfect sense to me, and I'm into it and I'm excited about it. So then when you do this 11 kind of cards on your body and you the 12th card, like you the 12th piece of the puzzle, then you create a crown of the sacred masculine card. So this is the Master Rose 1, Sacred Masculine, Master Rose 2, Sacred Feminine, and then the crown gets completed with the Master Rose 3, which is the Golden Flame, a connection between the Sacred Masculine and Sacred Feminine, and that's what goes above the crown chakra. And then in the book you have it all, of course, explained. Then you go into the so-called Rose Angels, and I just started doing this class on Rose Angels. So Sandy writes that the more she got engaged with the Rose energies and started to share this work with groups and individual clients, the clearer I saw the deeper patterns of stories and beliefs revealed that were embedded in the physical body. These often inherited patterns create health issues, challenged relationships, or financial struggles. So a new set of Rose energies reveal themselves and then ask to be known as the Rose Angels. The Rose Angels are essentially illuminators and transformers for what I came to understand as the 5 core wounds to the heart. And these wounds are abandonment, the wound of betrayal, the wound of denial, the wound of judgment, and the wound of separation. So then we learn about this Rose Angels 3, and I haven't done that yet, but as I said to you when I pulled this Rose of Betrayal, I can't remember now which one it was the day when I arrived, when the deck arrived, and I was actually working with it energetically. This dream that came a few days later really shook me, so these are these beautiful roses, and some of the cards go this way, some of the cards go horizontal, but everything is really easy to understand. And I think together with the classes, it's like, the full deal. But if you can't afford the classes or whatever, just watch Sandy's YouTube channel. She has a lot of new moon, full moon readings, and you can take a look at how she reads the cards, and you can learn a lot even from her free sharing online. And then she has something which she calls the Rose Bagua cards. And this refers to I Ching and to, they came forward, she writes, as a direct result of my experience with clients again, because Sandy used to also do like wedding dresses, and she's been in the customer-based service for a very long time, in touch with many, many people. So Bagua is in Feng Shui 9-sectioned map that is placed over the footprint of a house, which brings our attention to the 9 different aspects of our lives. And these 9 key areas of life is career, relationship, ancestors and family, wealth and abundance, health, friends, creativity, contemplation, and wisdom and fame. So this is this expression in the world, and that's how this Rose Bagua set got added to the other sets. So here we have this Rose Bagua cards. How does it go this way? So they all just beautiful flowers. And I know that a lot of women that I see on Instagram are also very drawn to the roses right now. And I started working even with the fresh roses just to see what they have to say to me. But this oracle has been invaluable in inspiring me and, learning about this stuff. It's amazing. And then Sandy adds, a lot of info about just energy work, because she's also an energy healer. So then the last set, and I think she is maybe adding another set at the end. It will be, I think, a 52 card deck, but now it's 45, and it is the Rose Ma, the qualities of the awakened and empowered feminine, because Sandy said that the roses came to her to heal the Magdalene wound and empower the sacred feminine. So it's interesting that all this work we were doing, with sacred feminine, with Mary, with Magdalene, with sacred feminine and goddess work, came forth also in this oracle deck through the roses, through the sacred pentagram, through Venus, and an amazing geometry that Venus does in the sky when she dances the full circle over the 8 years. So it's quite amazing. So this is the last set. It's the Rose Ma 4, and they this empowered sacred feminine set that after you've done all the other things, they come and kind of regenerate and re-empower your energy field. So that's the Rose roses. Oh, it's so gorgeous. So this is the whole deck, and the deck looks really beautiful. They really meditation cards, and you feel the energy of this deck. You feel the, there's this gold. It's beautiful. You could just sense kind of the energy of peace and love and whatever the flowers bring forth to you. So I have gotten actually from a client recently, from my friend, a little notebook that was handmade with beautiful paper, and I have done a little rose notebook for studying with the roses. So I was just doing the, when you go into the prayer, you are learning that each finger responds to an element, and when you do the prayer position around the heart chakra, which is the most magnetic place in the whole body system, that's how you also reunite just in very simple way, the masculine and the feminine, but also the elements of the body. Do you remember the big crystal, rose crystal, the natural rose crystal from Poland that I showed you, that I got recently from the crystal fair? This is Rosemary, and she is also fully I'm working with her during this this work. My master quartz, the etched clear quartz, is also stepped forth to work with it, but also alchemy. I called this skull from Eva Manos Alchemy, and when you touch her sides, she's got this amazing rose petals feel, like it's very soft, and it's a calcite skull, but it's a rose calcite, which you can't really see because it's so glary, but yeah, it's a beautiful skull, and I called her Alchemy, but and the deck is called Rose Alchemy, and I was working with my Magdalene, Mary Magdalene skull with this beautiful rainbow teeth, and she also has this pink haze here, which is beautiful. And this one called as well, Take Me As Well. And then during this whole process, the deck arrived, let's say on Monday, and then this has arrived the next day. It's the new crystal skull from Eva Manus as well. And I don't know, I want to call her somehow maybe Bridget, but it's like bridge, because it's a rainbow bridge it, because it's bridging maybe different aspects of, like, you know, head and heart and the body. So anyway, a lot of interesting stuff here. So if you enjoy this work and this deck, check it out at Sandy's website. I link all this information below. If you have any questions, just ask. If you have any questions you would like to ask Sandy, please write them down too, because I will get her for an interview, I promise. And she already agreed, we just didn't set the time yet. So I'm going to ask her. If you if you want me to ask anything, just please put it down below in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sending you lots of love, lots of rosy blessing. And this is a beautiful heart chakra rose for, you know, refined, beautiful expression. And as Sandy said, what comes out of your mouth, it's more important than what goes into it. So pay attention to your words and create beauty in your life. Much love. Bye.